Everyone. Who created this earth? Isn't it recorded that God created the heavens and the earth? Everyone. When the earth was first created, were there paths leading from one place to another? There were no paths established when the earth was first created. Then, how did the paths come to be? What was the process of creating them? When people traveled the same route back and forth toward a certain destination repeatedly, that route turned into a path. Even though there were no paths on this earth before, a path was established by people when they traveled the same route. Going back and forth once, twice, over and over again, by repeating the process of going to a certain destination and returning home. And again, going to the same destination and returning home, a path was formed. In the same way, by studying the words of truth written in the 66 books of the Bible, we can find two paths. A path to heaven and a path to hell. We should not take the matter of these paths lightly. When we happen to go in the wrong direction, we often say that we have lost our way. Since there are so many paths on our way, we might end up reaching the wrong destination, even though this place is not the destination we intended to go. So, to lead us to the correct destination, that is, the kingdom of heaven, Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother, who were prophesied in the entire 66 books of the Bible, have appeared. In the very last prophecy in the book of Revelation, the Spirit and the bride say, "Come," and continue to say, "Come here" to us. It is because only when we go to where they are can we confirm that we are going in the right direction, that is, the kingdom of heaven. When God made the path called the Sabbath day, we must follow that path of the Sabbath day to reach the kingdom of heaven. When God made the path called the Passover, we must run towards the kingdom of heaven following the path of the Passover. Don't you agree? However, if we follow other paths that were not created by God Himself, those paths are not the paths of salvation, nor the paths that lead us to heaven. Satan has also created various paths, but those paths will lead us to eternal hell. To the people with worldly desires, Satan entices them by using those worldly desires and leads them to the path of hell. In many cases, we can see that Satan even sends false prophets and deceives people with falsehood that sounds pleasing to the ear, but ultimately drags them to hell. This is why Revelation 14 says that we should follow the Lamb wherever He leads us, isn't it? Let us read Revelation chapter 14 together. 14 verse 4. These are those who did not defile themselves with women, for they kept themselves pure. They, what do? Follow the Lamb wherever He goes. They were purchased from among men and offered as first fruits to God and the Lamb. We must follow the path which He leads us to. There is no reason for us to have conflicting thoughts about this. Therefore, what does the Bible say that we must do? The Bible testifies that the people who follow the Lamb are the very people who can receive salvation in the end. Since it is only God who created the way and knows the way to the kingdom of heaven from this earth, we must follow our Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother wherever they guide us, so that we can all enter our true hometown, heaven. I would like to conclude this sermon. Thank you very much.